who's going to give us a little bit of an insight about what we can expect from her tomorrow when she performs. Is one of our headlining acts that will be at season 2 of Best of Kampala. Like it's going to be an all-white brunch tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. I hope you have your white outfit.
Yeah.
There's a strict policy that if you don't come in a white outfit, you will be turned back.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I never heard that. I might have to go back to Nigeria. But
yes, you might get back on the next available flight. Anyway, we're excited to have you here.
We've seen your life unfold in front of us. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. How do you like Uganda so far?
Actually very hospitable. That's the very first thing that struck me. Everyone has been so sweet to me. I'm really jet lagged because I actually just came from the States like 2 days ago and came right here. So I haven't seen much of town, but all the people that I've been in contact with have been so sweet. And like you said, I've actually wanted to come here for so long. My husband came here, I think early this year or last year, I don't remember.
Eddie baby.
Yes. And I'm surprised because I was supposed to come here before him.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that I'm here now.
You even blew before him.
About the same time.
Uganda,
maybe in Uganda. Okay.
All right. Let's just kick off from where you're coming from.
Okay.
Recently, you toured with Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I feel like Africa in general is turning into something so beautiful to see at the time, and the leaders of African music in a way. People have been taking the torch up there. You being in such spaces, how is it like to tour with Alicia Keys? And how do you tell us about the whole experience?
I grew up as a fan of Alicia Keys, and so it was such an honor for me to be in that space, to be able to share my gift with her audience and just show them what I love doing as well, play our music for them. I was very honored to do it, and it was great to go around with my band and just have that experience.
Nice. Usually it's like this music versus that music, but I feel like with this new generation of artists that is happening, it's more like artists are willing to share rather than say this is ours, this is yours. Do you see that when you're traveling? Is she really like your sister, or is she like sounding like she's been here for a long time, you're a newbie? How is it?
You mean
like?
Alicia Keys?
Yeah.
She has been here for a long time, much longer than me, and it was a very professional interaction that we had, but she was really sweet. I met her son, and I think when we actually met, like outside of the shows, she had just finished performing, so we were both tired, but she was so sweet. It was really nice, and having that merge between African music and artists that have been popping in the West for a long time, and us being able to have that platform as well. I think it was a great leap, and I'm great to have been a part of it.
I like that you actually met the son, which gets me to, I saw photos of you and your daughter at the airport. I was like, she's so sweet. You carried her all the way here. Just so you know, she has her own fans, so she probably brings out to the show. So tell me about, working as a musician and a mom at the same time, having a husband who is also a musician. This is like, I really want to get an insight of your life just in that regard.
Well, both things are full-time jobs. As any mom would know, music is a big part of my life. I love doing what I do, and that's why I do it, and I absolutely adore being a mom. It's really hard, the compromises that you have to make, the things that you have to let go of sometimes, some people have described it as like juggling, glass and rubber balls. Some things you can afford to let go, some things you can't. And that's the way it goes, and I remember before I got married or had a child, people would say that you can have it all, and I do think you can have it all, but not at the same time. So sometimes, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. That's.
So Jam Question used to be my favorite song.
Oh, really?
When you
should I add it to the set list?
It is not there. What are you talking about now? It has to be there. Okay. So when you did Duduke and you really got the whole world to see you pregnant with expressing yourself, just to the women out there really, before we leave this whole marriage and mother discussion, what can you tell them out there? Like you said, you definitely have to lose some to get some, but you're pregnant and shooting a music video. Were you doing shows? What does that take?
Yeah, I was definitely, because nobody knew. I mean, except for the people in my circle, knew that I was pregnant until I did the video. I think the video came out when I was maybe 7 months pregnant. So, yeah. So imagine hiding that. Because funny thing is, when I was 6 months pregnant, I went to Sierra Leone I had a show, and then when we were doing like a little tour around the town, they had me come out from the roof of the car, and they didn't know I was pregnant. I was heavily pregnant and tired, and so I had to, pull my head out from the roof, and I was just, greeting everyone, and that's a memory that I will never forget, But it was not easy. There were things that I had to turn down, because it's not easy being pregnant and being that stressed out sometimes. But the things you still have to do, and the things I did.
Niceness. I definitely like this. Does you got a couple minutes before we get into be okay questions?
Sorry?
Can I?
Because I don't want to make it too long. So if you guys have a couple of questions, you go.
Before us leaving the relationship.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
My name is Meta. I work with NGS.
Sorry?
My name is Meta.
Meta.
Oh, Meta.
So my question is, as the kid was talking about the relationship and stuff, have you ever been heartbroken before?
I mean, I've been hurt, but I don't think I've been heartbroken. Maybe I have, and I can't remember. But I think you remember something like that. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just the kind of person that, what happens, and I keep it moving. But I don't remember heartbreak.
We hope you to never experience.
Amen.
Welcome to Uganda.
Thank you.
We work with NTV and Spark TV. She introduced herself, so I thought it would be wise if I did so. For starters, how does it feel being married to a celebrity or celebrity?
Okay, I feel like my answer would be different from someone that married someone that was a celeb when he became a celeb. When we started dating, neither of us were celebrities. Nobody really knew us. We were just, in this little room trying to figure it out. So, we came into limelight, almost at the same time. So, the trajectory of our relationship was very different. There was no pressure of, you're a celebrity. It just happened. We're working and, here we are. So, it's chill.
Okay, there was a moment where at the time somewhere, so at the point they appeared with you.
Oh yeah.
So how did it feel? How did you feel?
I mean, you saw my face. I was very surprised because I didn't know it was I think the weekend after my birthday, and so I knew he was in the house with me that day. So he said he had an event, he had a show to be at. So obviously I was surprised when he just popped out in front of me, at the show. So that was very sweet. That was a very sweet gesture, yeah.
Okay. Kenyans are saying Adekunle is from their origin, is it?
No.
Who said that?
He's a Yoruba boy. No, I've never heard that. That he's from Kenya?
Yes.
No.
That is originally from Kenya.
I've never heard that. But I can confirm that is not true. Yes.
Are you in politics?
Am I?
Are you in politics? Because we see you.
Oh no,
I'm centered on politics.
Yeah, I'm very.
You are complaining about your country, Nigeria.
I feel like most of us Africans complain about our country, either privately or publicly, because we want them to be better, right? I'm not a politician. I don't think I've ever had any aspirations for politics, but I'm passionate about our growth and us being better and us having better representation, because we the people were great. But we need our countries to reflect that, and I like to be vocal about that.
Okay, rest in peace to Mobad. Can you tell us slightly what is happening in Nigeria? We last had the exhumed his body, so what's taking place?
I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is that obviously his death was a terrible tragedy, and we hope that he can get to the bottom of it.
What is it that Nigerians are making it? No, not saying it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But before, we didn't hear nobody music or songs crossing countries.
Yeah.
But now after his death, it's going to top charts and people are making it a very big deal.
I mean, if we're being honest, that's human nature. You know how they say sometimes you wait for people to pass until they give them the attention that they truly deserve. And I don't think that that's a Nigerian thing or an African thing. I think it's just human nature. So yeah, hopefully we can be better.
Anybody else?
What brings you to Uganda?
I'm here for the watch. I mean, come on.
I have one.
Yep.
What do you have to say about the Ugandan music industry as an artist from Nigeria?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this as candidly as possible. I know that I know that we have sometimes there can be some, weird. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like some weird energy between some African countries because we're all the same people, but when we're represented outside of Africa, sometimes it may seem like some people have more, I'm making more noise, as opposed to others. And I'm Nigerian. I only have the point of view of a Nigerian. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to speak like I know exactly what it is like here. That would be very disingenuous. That's fake, and I don't know how to be that way. I'm not a big listener of music either. I used to say, if I wasn't married to my husband, I probably wouldn't know his songs, But like I've heard a few people that have really piqued my interest. I recently heard about Joshua Baraka, and that was nice. It would be nice if we have more African countries outside of Nigeria that would seep into our country the way our music also seeps into other people's countries. That's something that we ideally would love, and I know that everyone here would love that as well.
Yeah.
How about some of the artists from Uganda which are trending in Nigeria?
Who are who?
Trending in Nigeria, artists from Uganda.
I heard of Eddie Kenzo. I think we actually spoke one time. I can't remember exactly, but I think we did. Cindy. I don't. What'd you say?
Six from Jamaica?
Who?
What of Six from Jamaica?
I haven't. Not yet, but maybe who knows?
Yeah.
Not yet.
So we are still giving the list of the artists you know. You say
No, that's all. I already said that. I don't really listen to a lot of artists, but I've heard of Joshua Baraka. I know of Eddie Kenzo. I think we have spoken here. Sorry, yeah, Cindy. Don't let me make up names for you.
You don't want to do
On
that.
how do you come up? How do you discover artists like this? Like, how did you bump into these guys' names and music? How did that happen?
I guess sometimes the radio, and sometimes you have people will DM you and then you go and listen to the music and you hear, okay, this person's from here.
Yeah.
Like even what's her name? I'm terrible in names. She's not Ugandan though. I've been drinking more alcohol.
La Bianca.
Yes, sorry. Her name just like before her, like I didn't really know a lot of Cameroonian artists as well, and she's from West Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes like it's strange. For me, it's actually usually the same thing for like even Nigerian artists. Sometimes you have to hear you on the radio or someone is playing your music or something.
Yeah. When you mentioned just coming back from the States and just traveling around as well.
Yeah.
When you move around, you realize things you're doing right as an artist and things you need to kind of improve on.
Yes.
Let's start off with the things you guys are doing right. When you move around to the States and to other countries, when you get there, you're like, okay, I think we're doing this right. What are the things you're doing right as a musician and as your music industry as Nigerian?
You mean specifically as a Nigerian?
Yeah.
I think one thing that definitely helps us is we have. There are a lot of Nigerians everywhere.
Numbers?
Yes, numbers.
Yeah.
We have like lots of Nigerians everywhere, so like that kind of increases your audience base by default.
Yeah.
And I think again that like I said, I can only give you the perspective of a Nigerian.
Yeah.
So I think again because our personalities are.
Well.
One question.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Now that you're in Uganda, we have a lot of talented musicians here.
Yeah.
Are you willing to work with one of them?
Oh, sorry, that light. I looked that.
Now that you're in Uganda,
yes,
we have a lot of talented artists here. Are you willing to work with one of them?
Yeah, if I love the music, of course. Who is that one? Pardon me?
That one person you're willing to work with.
I didn't hear that.
Have you thought about somebody in particular?
No, like if anybody reaches out to me, if I hear someone that I really, really like, I'm open to I'm an artist. Like I make music that I enjoy. It's not for me. It's not necessarily about where anybody's from or what. I have lots of songs people that before I do the song, they were not like blown, even in Nigeria. So
Yeah.
so that's for me. If I really like the song, of course, yeah.
In Nigeria, do you have music associations and federations? In Nigeria, do you have federations and associations of musicians?
Yeah, they have a couple, I think. Not like all the artists are very active in the association, but we have a couple.
We have our own here.
Oh, you have 1 million.
You have one here, that's why she's asking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you to collaborate with anyone, like, what are the qualifications of that person?
First of all, I have to like the song. I have to. I don't. That's just me. I have to because I have to connect with the song to be able to create like a verse for that song. Secondly, I have to like the personality.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have to like the personality of the person because, like, if I don't connect with you, because I'm not by nature, I don't know how to pretend about things like that, and so it probably wouldn't work.